What's going on, you guys? Kid behind a messy Gunpla desk here. And for this month's episode of Gunpla News, I'm going to be doing something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and that is use other YouTubers' intros, sort of recreate other YouTubers' intros for my intros to the videos for this series. So for each of the 5 parts of this month's episode of Gunpla News, I'm going to be using a different YouTuber's intro, and I'm going to be doing a sort of giveaway. So if you're the first person to name who that YouTuber is that I used for the intro in the comment section below, then I'm going to send you something cool. It's not going to be something very exciting, something kind of small, but it's just something fun that I wanted to do just because I thought it'd be funny, and I just want to see if you guys can identify that YouTuber. So just something fun to do this time. So if you want to win a little something from me, then watch every part of this month's episode of Gunpla News, at least like the first 10 seconds. At least you need to watch just to see that, and then like quickly leave a comment and identify the YouTuber, and then I'll contact you and send you something. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, let's get started. This is Gunpla News episode 11 for October 2015. So like I said, there is going to be 5 parts as always. The first part will cover news, the second part will cover new kit and figure announcements that we've got, the third part is kit and figure updates, fourth part is some third-party and resin stuff, and then the last part is features. And so we've got a lot of cool stuff to cover this month. We had a lot of announcements. I've got a lot of resin stuff to talk about this month, where I usually don't really talk about too much resin. And then features, I got a lot of cool stuff to feature this month, probably more than usual. I might actually cut a few out and save them for next month. We'll decide when we get there. First thing to start us off with some news. The first episode of Iron-Blooded Orphans is dropping today. Actually, I'm recording this today, October 4th. It's supposed to be dropping today. I'm going to be doing a live stream watching that, so that will probably be coming out maybe after this. Hopefully I'm going to have this, at least this first part of Gunpla News edited first before doing that live stream, but I don't know which one will come first. Anyway, so maybe you've already seen that, but I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm just going to live stream just to give you my thoughts, I guess, like as we're going along, as I'm watching it. And then I'll just talk about my thoughts about it at the end. So that should be pretty fun. I'll also be doing some live streaming this coming week of the Banshee Norn, building the perfect gray Banshee Norn as well. So again, just follow my page on Facebook for updates about when I'm going to be doing that live streaming. If you're not on Facebook, I'll try to put that stuff on Twitter as well, so you can follow me on Twitter, and I'll say when I'm going to be doing that live streaming. But if you don't see it live, because I mean there's a time difference as well between maybe some of you in the West, in North America, and I'm here in Korea, so because of the time difference, you can always watch the videos later just on the channel. They won't be live, so you won't be able to ask any like live questions or anything for any feedback straight away. Alright, the first thing I want to talk about for news then is the RE100 line. We got this new image of some new candidates for planning for the RE100 line. Now, none of these are actually confirmed that they're going to be kits, so don't get your hopes up too much yet. But these, 10 kits have just been announced to be candidates for planning for the RE line. So basically, these are 10 options that Bandai is considering for making into RE100 kits. So they are, in case you're not familiar with any of them, the Ifrit Custom, the GM Sniper 2, the Barzam, the Jagan, the Kshatriya, the Kasi Gundam, the Ryo Kontio, the Leo, and the Gaia Gundam, and the Reborn Gundam from 00. So a lot of really cool stuff there. I know some people have expressed concern or dissatisfaction that some of these aren't getting turned into a master grade, that they're just being considered for an RE instead of an MG. For example, the Jagan is one that I know a lot of people were hoping for a master grade of. And yeah, I think that it would be better and should be a master grade as well, I agree. But the RE line is not bad at all. I mean, to have an RE Jagan is really not bad. So I can't really complain about it too much. I mean, I would rather have a nice RE than nothing. So, I mean, there's that anyway. And some of the other ones as well, like I think the Leo probably should be a master grade as well, considering we've already, I mean, I think Bandai would probably could probably just use most of the inner frame of the tall geese for that. They may have to, of course, like some of the frame parts will have to change, but I don't know. There's a few of those that I think really could be master grades and should be master grades, but who am I to say what should be and shouldn't be for Bandai? So, I mean, we're going to get whatever we're going to get, and we have to just be happy with it or not buy it. So that's that. Anyway, some really exciting stuff there. I'm really looking forward to more stuff from the RE line. Probably at the Gunpla Builders World Cup, the finals of that is when we're going to get at the big Gunpla Expo, is probably when we're going to get news on which ones will be actually being turned into the next RE kits. I hope that's coming soon anyway. The next thing is that the Bandai Hobby Pro Shop exclusive is planning their next kit. Basically, these are just sort of like slightly modified, color changed versions of some kits. Like the last one was a version of the Dynamace, the Dynamace arms, something like that. And then there's also been a version of the Masquerade Ball, and they've done a few different things from the Bandai Hobby Pro Shop. They're not exactly the same as like a premium Bandai stuff, as in these are actually sold in stores in Japan. So they're still relatively limited because the Bandai doesn't continue to do runs of these. I think they're pretty much limited to just the one run, so similar to P Bandai in that aspect, but you don't have to order them online through Bandai. You can buy them in stores in Japan. But I know a lot of online retail sellers don't sell these. You have to get like retail sellers that do sell that kind of premium and exclusive stuff. So like Gente kits would be probably the one that I would recommend to you guys, and for anything exclusive or premium like that. So if you guys are living like outside of Asia, I guess that I should say. Anyway, it says that, I think it's saying that it's supposed to be released in February, and just from the image here, it looks like it's going to be a version of the high-grade Easy SR. Or, I mean, it could be a modified master grade, but I doubt it. So it's probably just a different version of the high-grade Easy SR. The colors will probably be a little bit different. It will probably come with a few extra weapons. Probably weapons from the Bandai weapon campaign that they just did in the past couple months ago. It'll probably just be like some of those weapons included with this kit and the color change. Nothing really too special, but I mean something cool for you collectors out there. Next thing is that the Gundam Builders OVA is currently in production. This is something that was kind of announced, that was in the planning phases before, I think a couple months ago. Like basically as soon as Build Fighters Try finished, they kind of made the announcement that they're planning it to do an OVA. Now we have the confirmation that OVA is in production, and from what I could gather online, that there's going to be two different OVAs. One is related to Build Fighters and one related to Build Fighters Try. So that should be pretty cool. We don't know exactly really too much of anything about that. Other than that, it's just a Build Fighters related OVA. So we'll have to find out more details about that as well. There was the image that showed that like it's maybe related to one of like the manga side stories. So I guess that's possible or probable, considering that they're kind of showing those logos with the announcement photo here. But again, we don't really know anything for sure yet at this point. Then at Gundam Front Tokyo in Japan, in their Dome G, which is like their sort of very small like dome theater that you can watch like some shorts in if you buy some tickets if you go there. It's pretty cool. I've been there once and saw the video, and it was kind of cool. They're really, really strict about you not using any cameras in there, so like you can't like try to capture some image of the thing while it's going. You're basically just standing up. There's no seats. You just stand in this room and just look up at the dome. I mean, I really wish that I could like maybe in my next trip to Japan that I could try to capture that for you guys, but they're really, really like careful about not letting anyone record anything in there. But anyway, there's a new Dome G short coming November 7th is going to be starting November 7th, and it's going to be featuring the Delta Gundam Unit 2 and the Zeta Gundam Unit 3. So it's probably safe to say that they're going to be getting some exclusive Gunpla from that. Probably going to be version GFT, so it's probably going to be just maybe like a red version for the Delta Gundam Unit 2, just like a red version of the Delta Gundam with maybe its minor changes there. And then for the Zeta Gundam Unit 3, that already came out as a P Bandai RG kit. But I don't know if maybe they're going to do an HG version or maybe re-release sort of the Premium Bandai kit as a version GFT there. I mean, I don't really know what they're going to do, but it's pretty safe to assume that they're probably going to have some new limited Gunpla there at the Gundam Front Tokyo with the start of this new video that they're showing there. So that should be pretty cool. If any of you guys are planning to go there this winter, you can probably get that, or again, you can get it online probably from someone like maybe Gin Tickets or some other third-party seller. And then finally, this is something that I've talked about for the past couple episodes of Gunpla News, I think, is that the Mobile Suit Gundam 0083 Stardust Memory is getting an HD remaster release in the end of January in 2016 for 25,000 yen. Again, pretty expensive. I doubt that most of you are really interested in buying that, but what's interesting for me, what I'm hoping for, is that we're going to get some new Gunpla from the new sort of versions of some mobile suits that we're seeing in that series. There's the Gerbera Tetra rollout, which is just a slightly modified version of the Gerbera Tetra. A Draw-C Custom, which again just basically is a slightly modified version of the Draw-C. And then a prototype Rick Dam Zue, and this one as well, just a little bit different version of the Rick Dam there basically. So I think those are all very possible eligible kits for maybe some Premium Bandai releases, which I think would be cool just because they're just slightly modified versions of the HGs. Basically, is all they would really have to do. Just a few handful of new parts. So I think that's possible and would be cool. I think what would be even better though is if we got some Master Grade 2.0 kits for the GP01, 02, and 03. Those would be really, really nice. We can hope, but I'm not sure. Bandai doesn't really do Master Grade 2.0 kits that often. Of course, people love them when they do. Usually, they're always a huge improvement. The 2.0 Gundams was great. The 2.0 Zaku kits are fantastic, amazing. The 2.0 Hyakushiki and Zeta Gundam are both really nice kits. But just Bandai just really doesn't do them that often. So, I mean, it would be nice with the HD remaster of Stardust Memory coming out. Seems like a good time to do that. But if they're really going to do it, I mean, I don't know. I really don't expect it. It would be nice if they did, but I'm not holding my breath on that. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. And with that, that's pretty much it for all the news this month. Again, stay tuned and watch the rest of the parts if you want to try to win some stuff. Just watch the intro and identify the YouTuber that I'm sort of emulating. I don't want to say copying or making fun of because it's not that, just emulating them. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned in part 2. We'll be talking about the new kit and figure announcements, which there's quite a lot of. So, see you then.